certainly not used to the conditions. I think the conditions favour FC Goa. The crowd will grow as the game goes along. As you mentioned, really bad weather conditions today, so it might have delayed a lot of people getting to the stadium. A couple of the roads are closed off. We are fortunate to get here early, but we saw the impact this crowd can make in that game against Bengaluru. If FC Goa can start the first 15 minutes, rattle the opponents, get in behind them, turn them around, the crowd will lift them, and I think that's what they really need tonight. They need that crowd to be the 12th man and give them that advantage, because this is a very well-oiled machine. I'll see, as you said, they've won their local competition a couple of times, they've won this competition, so you don't want to let them settle in this game and make them have to work for everything in these tough, wet conditions tonight.
And what's also interesting for FC Goa, they've had a good pre-season, 45 days pre-season with these players, the foreign players coming in 30 days ago. Although those centre-back pairing, Sandesh Jhingan and Modayona India, now Moday not being there, now it's Paul Moreno, a new pairing here for Manolo Marquez, and we know they have this lethal striker, they have Mali. So what will be their approach, the two centre-backs, Sandesh and Paul Moreno, when they're up against this player who's got 34 national team goals?
I think the trick is, as you said, how quickly can they develop a relationship between the likes of Paul Moreno and Sandesh Jhingan. The other thing I feel they're going to be missing when you talk about the likes of O'Day and Carl McHugh is leadership. It's not just in the dressing room as well as on the field. Those were two huge influences on FC Goa in terms of leadership qualities. But I think that's what the likes of David Timor bring to their side. An experienced player brings those leadership qualities. And let's not forget, Paul Moreno's played at Racing Santander, has had 2 promotions. He's come here on the recommendation of Edu Badia, who's the head of international relationships at that club. So players who are aware of what's happening in Indian football, they've followed the league. So I think they will, from what I've seen in the last couple of games, they've adjusted well to Indian conditions, playing with the Indian teammates. So just the question is, big game experience, leadership, so maybe the likes of Sandesh are going to have to be the ones this season who step up and do that role.
A big responsibility on Sandesh Jhingan here. Although now, for Al-Seed, they've got Valerio Tita. He has the experience in Asian football. He was with Bashundra Kings. He knows these conditions. He's played in Bangladesh, so he'll be well versed with the conditions here in Goa as well.
Yeah, as we just had a look at the officials from China, officials tonight. Obviously, we know that, having experienced his AFC competitions when we were at Bengaluru current, no nonsense normally is the approach from the AFC officials, so you can expect to